5 minutes, yeah, I can do 5 minutes. Another shameless plug, I do have a book that I published earlier this year. So this is the first time I'm going to have a chance to actually read from the book itself in front of an audience. So yeah, let's do it. So my book is called You Can Change Your Mind, about anything really, about your life, your wants, your needs, your desires. You can always change your mind. And when I realized that, I felt free, so I hope you feel free too when you hear some of these poems. This first poem is called Tools for Healing. Everybody's open to love now. It's the newest trend. They're meeting people and going on dates and getting over it when it ends. And although I wasn't considering anything, it came knocking on my door. I grew addicted to the bliss, so every kiss would leave me wanting more. But I didn't know how bad I would get whenever things came to an end. I'd get lost in my mind just wondering if he could still be my friend. So when the answer was no, I was left with wounds and a heart open wide, ashamed of allowing myself to be so hopeful it was damaging to my pride. So I interrupted God when he decided to pick up his tools for healing, because I didn't want to deprive myself of an immediate intoxicated feeling with someone new who I was convinced was oh so good for me, only to find that God was in him too, and all my wounds he could see. So I'm over it now, and I'm back on the table with tools of healing hovering over. They say I should be open to loving again, but I think I'd rather stay sober. Still, he left me with the tools, telling me that I would need them again, but they're tucked under my bed, and I'll keep them there. Maybe love will leave me alone then. Thank you. Yeah, so that's about just trying to move over from somebody with somebody else, and it doesn't work. And it's like, no, I guess I have to heal now. So yeah. The second one is called I Want It to Be Perfect. I hope you like this one. It's about people's projections about yourself onto you, and sometimes trying to fit into the mold that people think that you belong in. And because it sounds nice, you keep trying to enter that mold until one day you realize that's not really me. Let me just be myself. I wanted to be perfect. They were so bold in telling me what they thought about me, so eager to inform me of their ideals that I walked confidently in projections of myself, desperate to maintain an appearance that was never even meant for me. Inversely, comparison stole my joy. She won. For in all of my endeavors, all I really wanted was to be seen as people saw me. I was meant to marry a struggling poet and buy a house in Shoreditch with a room that I'd paint burnt orange. There would be a hammock in it with surround sound speakers and a canvas in every single corner. I was meant to wear second-hand dungarees when I was pregnant with his baby, and they were gonna hang off me just right as I made my vegan dishes. They wanted me to embrace my hair and wrap beautiful silk scarves around it and remain laid back because that made me enigmatic. And when I wore those cargo trousers, I was meant to be a good dancer. When I went to Columbia, I was meant to be carefree. I was meant to know every song that ever played and never be caught dead near a man under 6'3". They said I was a jack of all trades, and they reeled when I challenged it with master of none. They told me that what they thought I should be, and I let them pick my brains because they believed my words were poetic, so I dwelled. But then I grew, up and weary, knowing who I really was, and I didn't even like it. Until at last I found the beauty in unremarkability, and peace finally moved in. She told me that it was fine to be a repentance regular, and to stop trying to make everything look easy. That it was okay if I never wanted to fall in love, and that I was allowed to do a 9 to 5. See, not caring is just as scary as letting go. But this is not a loss, I tell myself. Some projections remain, but I monitor them now, with hope to never lose to opinion again. So herein lies the mere fulfillment of my long-term desire to settle into myself. I changed my mind about who I will be, for haven't I grown tired? Thank you.